Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is GameChanger20 and today I'm going to be doing a different type of video. And in this video, we're going to be heading into Rainbow Six Siege and we're going to be taking a look at the top 14 original defenders and attackers. Now I decided to do this video because there's a lot of talk of Rainbow Six Siege going free to play and there's going to be a lot of new players coming in, and the reason why I'm doing the original 14 is because I'm including year 1. And a lot of new players usually get the deluxe edition anyway, so they end up with those year 1 operators, so let's go ahead and get on into it. Now we're going to be starting off the defender side first, and in our number 14 spot we have T'Chaka. Now with T'Chaka, this operator had a little bit of potential, but his main downfall is his static gameplay. He has to be in one spot in order to use his turret, and that's the main reason why he just does not work in this game. They tried giving him a shield on his turret to make him more useful, but it just doesn't make up for the fact that his static gameplay makes it so difficult for him to survive against really good teams. Now they're giving him a rework where he gets a grenade launcher and his LMG is his main primary weapon, but we're gonna have to see where that ranks him on the list whenever he gets that rework. Now at the number 13 spot, we have Castle. Now Castle has quite a bit of potential, but you have to know what you're doing with them, and that's just something that a lot of newer players don't know. A lot of them like to put it up on door frames and window frames, anywhere they can actually put it, and it makes it really hard for the roamers to get back and easy for the attackers to keep their sight lines on the only places where the defenders can get back into sight. Makes it really difficult for the roamers to be able to retake sight if they need to, and that's just why Castle's in the number 13 spot. At number 12, we have Kavere. Now with Kavere, she could have been higher up on the list, but I put her at number 12 because she's just a selfish operator. Don't get me wrong, roaming's important, and her ability to counter Jackal's ability makes it really easy for her to roam, but that selfish aspect that her ability only helps her made me put her down low on the list. At number 11, we have Frost. Now with Frost, she is an okay trap operator, but she's definitely not the best. You put her traps underneath window frames and behind deployable shields, she's alright. She's good at making the defenders have to look down instead of up whenever they enter into the objective or through a windowsill. She's an alright operator, definitely not one of the best, but with her weapon she definitely holds her weight. Now with number 10 we have Pulse. Now with Pulse, he's an okay operator. I would have put him up higher in the list, but since I put Kavere down so low, I have to keep the same consistency. So with Pulse, he's just a selfish operator for the most part. Now if you have a Pulse with a mic and he's communicating to his teammates where the attackers are, he could be really good for the team. But 9 times out of 10 you're playing by yourself, and those Pulse mains just don't have a mic and they keep everything to themselves, which keep them from making it higher on the list. Now at number 9 we have Smoke. Now Smoke, he's a good defend trap operator, but he's only good, in my opinion, for the last 30 seconds of the round. You see his ability, his gas grenades, they only last for 10 seconds apiece, so 10 times 3 is 30 seconds. And you can really use that to deny the attacker's entry into the objective in the last 30 seconds of the match. Until then though, he has an okay weapon, his SMG. It's not the best, but it's okay, he can hold his own weight with it. But his gadget really only allows for denial in the last 30 seconds where it's the most effective, which is why I had to put him lower on the list than what I really wanted to, because I enjoy playing Smoke. Now at number 8, another operator I like to play, Capcan. Now with Capcan, he used to be one of the worst operators with only 3 IEDs, and whenever he set them down, he had a laser sight on the IED, pretty much rendering it really useless because the attackers could see it from anywhere, and it really just did not work. But then the buff came in, and now he has 5, and they don't give off the laser sight, which makes him a middle-of-the-road operator, actually. Went from one of the worst to an okay operator, and the reason why he got there is because of his ability. His guns, they're alright, but definitely not good enough to be the sole reason why I play this operator. It's mainly his traps. Now with number 7, we have Valkyrie. Now this operator does not have great guns. They're okay if you learn how to use them, but her guns leave a lot to be desired. Her main strong suit is her ability. Those black eye cameras, you send them out all around the map, that's intel for your team, and that's really important in this game. Now if you destroy those cameras, Valkyrie is kind of useless, which is why I put her low on the list. Now at number 6 and 5, I might as well just lump these together, but I'm going to put Doc at number 6 and Rook at number 5. And the reason why I'm doing that is because at number 6, yeah, Doc kills his teammates, but that's not a guaranteed ability, especially whenever that Doc decides to go spawn peeking and he gets killed. That ability is useless now. I'd rather have Rook, where his ability is guaranteed as long as you place it down in the beginning of the round. It also helps all 5 defending operators instead of just 3, or Doc himself if he decides to use it on himself. So that's why I'm putting Doc at number 6 and Rook at number 5. And at our number 4 spot, we have Mute. Now with Mute, he is a really good operator in the way that he can deny both intel and the attackers being able to get into sight. And that is really important in this game, both intel and denial of entry to the attackers. And his guns are pretty alright as well, really easy to handle, pretty much a headshot machine once you get a little bit used to it. And that's why this operator is at the number 4 spot, because of his utility around sight. And at number 3, we have Bandit. Now the only reason why I put Bandit ahead of Mute is because of his one, he can bandit trick, which now that is nerfed a little bit with the introduction of Kylie and Maverick, but if you look at the overall spectrum, it's still pretty useful to bandit trick in some objectives. Not to mention that Bandit has one of the better guns in the game, in my opinion, the MP7. He's also a terrific roamer, so that is why I put him at the number 3 spot. Now, it was really close to choose between number 2 and 1, but at the number 2 spot, we have Echo. Now, Echo is one of those operators where he's only useful on bomb. Now, don't get me wrong, he can be useful on secure and hostage, but bomb is really where this operator shines. His yokai drones can deny gadget placement and bomb defusal, so it makes him really useful on bomb in those last 10 to 15 seconds where the attackers are trying to hurry up, put the bomb diffuser down, and then you use a yokai drone, you stun them, and then bam, you win the round. Just like that. You don't even gotta be near the objective. Makes him really easy to clutch. That's why he's at number 2. At the number 1 spot, I bet you guys were expecting this, we have Jaeger. Now in the realm of Rainbow Six Siege, we have Fuse, we have multiple operators with frag grenades. Makes this operator a necessity 95% of the time. His ADSs can shoot down 3 projectiles before they go down, making it a really good gadget. Not to mention that, he has one of the better guns on defense. He can also roam, making him one of the better operators in the game. Not just of the original 4, of the entire game. And that's going to wrap up the defenders for you. Let's head on to the attackers. Now, at our number 14 spot for the attackers, I have Blitz. Now with Blitz, I have to keep the consistency of the video and say that he's a selfish operator. I mean, he has a flash on his shield. That's cool, I guess. But once you get into decent player ranking, Blitz is kind of useless because people already know to shoot down at his legs and bam, he's useless. I just don't see very much potential with this operator. I mean, if you're looking to have some fun, he's a good pick, but if you're looking to play legit, I'd stay away from Blitz. Now at number 13, we have Montaigne. Now, I feel really bad for putting both the shields at the lowest part of the list, but with the way Rainbow Six Siege is working now, their ADS time is so slow it makes them unusable to play. Now don't get me wrong, he's good at making plants, but after that, he just doesn't have the ability to become a good operator like he used to be. Now number 12, we have Glass. Now I really enjoyed playing Glass back in the day before he even got the buffs, but now he's a okay operator. Whenever you look through his scope, zoomed in scoped, all the enemies are yellow, which is really helpful, seeing through smoke. But his gun doesn't offer a whole lot of versatility, which makes him only useful in certain situations, which is why I gotta put him so low on the list. Now, number 11, to clean off the Spetsnaz, is Fuse. Fuse, I hate putting him down so low on this list because he's actually a pretty good operator. If you use his gadget right, his gadget is no longer a kill-oriented gadget because people are so used to hearing the sound that his gadget makes whenever you plunk it onto a wall or the roof. It's an iconic sound by now, but his gadget is more useful whenever you use it on gadgets. You know, clear barbed wire, run down the ADSs. He's good for that. But not a whole lot of people use him that way, which is why I have to put him so low on the list. If you use him that way, maybe he could go up a spot or two, but I think he's where he should be. Now at number 10, we have Blackbeard. Now, I didn't know exactly where to put this operator because he isn't really meant for a game like Siege. You have one headshot and you're dead. This operator can withstand 2 or 3 because of his shield. He doesn't really belong in this game, so I didn't know where to put him. He could be one of the best operators because of that freebie nerf. I'm calling it a freebie because that's exactly what it is. You peek through a window, someone shoots at you, well, you have another chance. You shoot him back and he's dead. But I just put him so on the list because I don't feel like it's fair if I put him up higher because he's a selfish player, like I said about the other operators in this that I placed down low on the list. Now with Blackbeard, he is good if you're holding down an angle, like say the enemy team has a rotation, like a hallway, and you just have him peeking there the entire round, killing off roamers as they try and get back to the site. He's good for that, but he's not very versatile, which is why I had to put him down so on the list. Now at number 9, we have IQ. Now with IQ, I was debating on putting her up higher on this list because she is very useful in the way that she takes care of gadgets. Back then she used to not be, but because of how many trap operators that we have now, she is a very useful operator. But I feel that both Twitch and Thatcher do a better job of taking care of gadgets than she does because she has to go out of her way, possibly putting herself into harm's way to be able to take out gadgets, and that's why I put her down so low on this list. If she had those frag grenades still, I definitely would have put her up higher, but because she doesn't, I have to put her down at number 9. Now, with number 8, we have Capitao. Now, with Capitao, he is very useful on bomb. He doesn't fit well with me, but I know a lot of other good players out there that know how to use him effectively, and they use a smoke. smoke arrows and asphyxiation arrows, and they do really good with them. He is a team player operator in the way that he helps his teammates out, being able to plant and can cut off rotation lines for the defenders if he needs to. Now at number 7 we have Sledge. Now with Sledge, he has one of the best guns in the game in my opinion, but I had to put him down so low on this list because I feel like there are other operators out there that just do jobs better. And that's really good considering that this operator is one of the most important ones, because his breaching hammer that he has is never going to break. So if you just want to go bashing as many soft walls as you want, you can. I mean, this operator is really good at opening up lines of sight through soft walls. But I just feel that there are operators that are better suited to do jobs than he is. So at number 6, we have Thatcher. Now with Thatcher, he also has one of the best guns in the game, like Sledge does, but I had put him down so on this list because I feel that operators are just better than him. He does really good. He has 3 EMP grenades, and if you use them right, you can really take all the defender's gadgets away from him and just leave him stranded while you push on into the objective. He's really good at that. Now, at number 5, I went ahead and put down Buck. The only reason why I put down Buck in front of Sledge is because Buck, he can do the same thing as Sledge, as in get rid of soft walls, but he also has that verticality to him. If you need to take care of someone on the floor above you and there's soft surface in between you, bam, you got him. If you need to take care of someone below you, bam, you got him. He's really good at versatile gameplay, and that's why I love this operator so much. Now, whenever it comes to a selfish aspect, a tiny bit, I noticed that a lot of Buck players just do their own thing, but if you use them correctly and with your team, coordinate everything, he is a really useful operator in taking care of soft walls. He can also take care of roamers as well pretty decently in my experience. So that's why I put him at number 5. Now at number 4, we have Ash. Now I debated putting her lower on this list, but I know a lot of you would have been upset at me because she is such a fan favorite whenever it comes to being able to take care of roamers. Now her breaching rounds are really good in certain circumstances and helping out her team, but for the most part she is somewhat a selfish operator, I have to say. A lot of Ash mains like to go out of their way to kill people instead of actually taking care of the objective, which is why I held her back to number 4, which I think a lot of people will agree with me on. So heading on to number 3, we have Twitch. Now with Twitch, I put her above Thatcher because she could take care of gadgets from the other side of the map. And to me, that is a really good buffer to have, especially whenever you have roamers just roaming all around the map. You can protect yourself on the other side of the map and take care of gadgets for your hard breachers if you need to, making her just a really versatile attacker. Also, she has one of the better guns in the game, the F2. If you can control the recoil of that gun, it is a beast. Now, at the number 2 spot, I had a hard time picking between these two, but it has to be Thermite, and I'm going to explain why I put Thermite behind Hibana. Now with Thermite, he is as much as a team player operator as you can get. Taking care of reinforced walls, opening them up, getting into other areas, or opening up lines of sight that you just didn't have without this operator. Makes him very important to a team. Nearly has to be a 100% pick if it wasn't for the other operator that's higher than him on this list. Now, his guns are really good, the 5.56 X1, is really good in my opinion, just because it's really easy to control that recoil, which makes it like top tier in my list. But let's just go ahead and get to the number 1 spot. And for number 1, we have Hibana. Now with Hibana, she is better in Thermite in pretty much every single way, except for the fact that her gadget can only take care of 1 wall completely, as Thermites could take care of 2 walls. But she is higher up on this list because she is more versatile, a term that I've been using a lot on this list. She can take care of hatches, she has one of the better guns in the game, she can open up small holes in the wall, you can partner her up with Blackbeard, and that would make a really terrific combo. And she's just better than Thermite. Although I hate to say it, I'm a Thermite main myself. She's just better than Thermite. And that's why I had to put her up at the number 1 spot. Hope you guys enjoyed this list. If you want to see more videos like this, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what other videos you want to see, because I'm running out of content ideas. NHL isn't really popping, you know. So, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoy your quarantine. And I'll catch you all in the next video. See ya.